William Knight, I am 5-0 as a professional. I'm an equal opportunity destroyer. I fight at light heavyweight, but tomorrow I'll be fighting at heavyweight. In terms of change, things are under the UFC now, so it's their call, their show. But an aspect of me as a fighter, I'm still training, I'm still developing, I'm still learning, I'm still grinding, still doing what I gotta do to make sure I'm familiar with myself. So the development contract came after my performance clearly on the Contender Series. I believe out of the 10 weeks, I was the only one offered a development contract. And from my understanding, I was talent they didn't want to just leave as a free agent. So my years of experience was a green flag or a red flag for them. I didn't have enough experience, but to be able to clear ranks and obtain that contract means a lot. It's like they actually want to take the time and invest in me. And they actually care and want to see me grow with them. So it's kind of a big deal to me. Not to others, but it is to me. So getting the development contract means I get to fight anything UFC Fight Pass. And the first thing that came to mind was CES, because earlier this year I was supposed to fight an opponent and it fell off. And beginning of the year I was able to fight Kevin Haley, and I really just like how the promotion stands out, what they do, the people that work for the promotion itself, and it's just fun. The crowd, the venues, the situations that I'm put in, they make sure the fights are even. It isn't no hand-picked fight. So it's like I get equal opportunity, or I'll fight someone in aspects of higher skill to really test myself. It isn't no, oh, you fight this guy and this, that, and the third. Like, I don't need them to push me. My hard work speaks for itself. So for CES, I do want to obtain that light heavyweight belt for one. And to be honest, just continue fighting for CES. Like, fighting for them is fun. The experience is fun. They take care of me. It's not like other promotions where things don't happen, they just don't care. They actually take the time to figure things out. They take the time to invest, like, oh man, this guy, he's not gonna show up, let's see what we can do. And they really work. They really work behind closed doors. And an example of that is yesterday, after cutting weight, something happened with my opponent, and boom, I'm already fighting somebody new. So it's like, good, I'm happy. I'm excited more so because the opponent that I'm actually fighting, I don't know too much about him, but I heard he wanted to fight me before. It wasn't me reaching out to fight him, it was him actually wanting to fight me. So to hear that name again for the second time shows that I know for a fact I'm gonna have a fight tomorrow, and maybe this guy knows something I don't know. So it makes me like a little jittery to get in the cage with him to see if he figured me out. So it's not more so giving away, it's common sense. A lot of guys will go in and reckless abandon, but you gotta understand, you have to lock onto the voices of your coach because they see what's going on from the outside of the cage. So clearly they know the mishaps and the mistakes this guy's making so you can capitalize on. And being on the wrestling team in high school, that really helped out with a lot of things, because when you're on that mat, they're telling you what moves to make, what to do, how to get it done, the opportunity when it seeks to take advantage of it. So locking on with my coach, that plays a factor in me. I don't really study opponents, because in the world we live in now, if you've seen MMA from the early 90s up into this moment, we're dealing with hybrids. We're not dealing with one-trick ponies anymore. So at the end of the day, if I'm here studying my opponent, does that give me time to study myself? That doesn't give me time to train. That doesn't give me time to develop in my skill set. So at the end of the day, the only person I'm studying and developing is myself. So I just have to outclass my last performance and make the proper adjustments in the cage if needed. So when you say you learn lessons from a loss, me getting my hand raised in the cage is just a sense. It's that sense that there's still a chance. What happens in that cage is in that cage. Well, my biggest fight is my personal life. So things that are happening outside the cage, I'm taking great losses. And it just reminds me, when I get my hand raised in that cage, regardless if I go my whole career undefeated, it's just that reminder that you still have a chance. So because I'm getting my hand raised in the cage doesn't mean I'm not taking a loss. Mel, I really appreciate you taking this fight on late notice. I hope you've been training. Well, I'm gonna let you know now, this is no easy fight. We're going to war tomorrow.
Tell me that I can't be great.